scored one of those TDs in motion out to the right side, and hit from behind is Lauti. Loose ball, and Radford has recovered. Ball is recovered by Ronald Cole, the defensive end.
Hit by Robert Fisher from behind. Beautiful hit. That's the kind of stuff he kind of scares you. That was a cartouche. That is the doggy's bone for the defensive lineman.
And Lauti had no chance, hit from behind as you take another look.
Watch right here. The holy mackerel, try to take his head off. And he loves it. Little La Bamba move there. Or was that the Lambada?
1st and 10 from the 26, Phil Cunningham. Upended. Oh, Shellie Benjamin with a big-time stick.
Now we're playing football, ladies and gentlemen. We got another cartouche back-to-back.
And the coach is getting a little worked
I'm getting
up
jacked.
Starting to
watch Benjamin come up here, helmet to helmet. Oh, yeah. Take that. Talk to him. Don't come on my side, Shellie is telling him. Don't come over here.
Coach Price with a little foaming at the mouth here as he looks on at the replay.
Cartouche. Let's have another cartouche.
1st and 10. We'll make it 2nd and 10 now. No gain on the last play from the 26 for Radford. Down by 2 TDs. They need a score. Bootleg by Gonzalez. Set up. He'll throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. And out at the 1-yard line. Caught by Marvin Hall.
That was a great play by Gonzalez. 25-yard pass. He put it right on the number. Just right on the numbers. Leroy Diaz.
Well, that's the liability because
saved the touchdown.
Leroy's only 5'3", and so when he's back there, if you get a taller receiver, it's a problem.
God, he threw that ball every which way and got it down there, and it went right over the head of Leroy Diaz. That's the first time his height was a disadvantage. Marvin Hall pulls it in.
Valenico Vitale saved the touchdown, but Radford knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 1. Rodney Gray, not to be, as he is grabbed right at the 1-yard line. Nice tackle on the play by Niumata, number 73. Va'ai Niumata. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. And, you know, we saw that earlier completion to Marvin Hall, and I asked Sam Delis Reyes about that. What about having a cornerback who's only 5'3"? And he said, hey, if I was the other coach, I'd throw at him every play just to see if he can hold up. And we'll see if the Rams can punch it in. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Well, he was in good position.
He was in pretty good position, but just could not leap up and deflect the ball. 14-0 is our score, and the Marauders leading by 2 TDs, but the Rams trying to take advantage of that turnover and punch it in. Now, earlier we saw a tribute to John Velasco, and in this segment of the OIA, the first 50 years, we focus on that historic, emotional, and memorable title game with Waianae, proving to be a really inspirational evening at Aloha Stadium for everybody who was there, as Radford won it for Coach Velasco. In fact, the Rams won it all in 1981, a fitting tribute to Coach John Velasco.
I think that game really brought us together. You know, that Waianae team, you know, was a pretty good game. They had a lot of good athletes on the team. Kirk O'Vale was on that team and stuff, and I think we just put that game all together for Coach Velasco.
Those kids would have won even if he had not passed away. I think they were well prepared for us there because our kids felt some of the effect, but all they knew about John Velasco was the fact that he was a rival coach. I mean, you know, they felt bad about the situation. I think my coaching staff and myself, we felt bad about the situation also, but I think the effects of the game had nothing to do with what happened there. I think their kids were emotionally involved, but our kids were ready to play. I mean, I told our staff and our players that, hey, if you don't give them a best shot, then all this is in vain. So, and I told Pablo Velasco then, and I told his assistant coaches that I think John, passing away the day before the game or so, had already set the thing down. I mean, they had the game prepared and everything, and we as coaches understood all that. So the credit has to go to him on that day. I mean, you know, we would have liked to win, but they had a great team. They did a great coaching job.
After we won that first game, the Waianae game, it wasn't like anybody was happy or anything, you know, because of the death. but also because we weren't satisfied with that. We weren't complacent. We wanted to win it all. And it wasn't until we won the Prep Bowl until we really, we were really happy about it.
And there's the son, Ron Velasco, following in his father's footsteps, trying to lead the Rams program here, perhaps to another OIA title. Right now they're down 14-0. They've got their hands full. Trying to score from the one, and stacked up again is Rodney Gray, and they just find the middle of that Waipahu line impenetrable.
Tanuvasa right there again. They got all the heavyweights in there now. Oh, they can't say they don't have an opportunity here to punch it over. They got third down and what, a yard? What would you call?
Well, I was going to ask you that, because some coaches do not like to go outside because they feel there's a potential to lose yardage. But if you get outside and you got somebody with good speed like Cunningham and Gray, you can win a foot race to the end zone.
The best play down here is a slant-off tackle because you can ricochet into the end zone. Going straight at it like that, if you hit an immovable force is what they're doing, you just bounce back.
3rd and goal from the 1 on the option. The pass to Cunningham. Can he get to the end zone? No, he is out at the 1-inch line. And what Cunningham was saying is the ball has to cross the plane. I held the ball out over the cone, over the pylon. That should be a touchdown.
Well, I've always thought it was hard to play and officiate. Maybe if we take another look at that, you can see that he came very close, but did not go over.
Well, that was an odd-looking play because I believe they were going to run the option, and they did not expect a passing situation. They're lucky that they got anything out of it. And Cunningham, as we mentioned, with the speed to get outside, and on 4th down, here in the 4th quarter, trailing by 2 touchdowns, they pretty much have to go for it. 4th and goal.
Well, they're in the right formation, I formation. That's going to be a little easier to stop.
Well, look for something right here because that's where they can get in, and I don't know.
Touchdown.
Yes, touchdown. But not by much.
Not by much at all.
They needed inches, and they got inches. So Radford gets on the board here at the 10:41 mark of the 4th quarter. And the extra point to be attempted here. This is Robert Fisher, who drills it through the uprights.
We have a football game.
And the Waipahu lead is cut in half as we take another look at the touchdown by Phil Cunningham, who barely fights his way over the line.
Cable 17, Oceanic Cable. Most certainly the most delicious new burger in town.
Okay, so what's in the bag?
Most burgers. They're brand new. They're the most delicious new burgers in town.
You know I like my usual burger.
Come on, you'll like these more. I got you a teriyaki burger.
Okay, but just one bite at the most.
Most certainly, most definitely.
Just one bite at the most, huh?
So I got a little carried away.
All finished?
Almost.
Hey.
Most burger is here in town.
Sunday on Oceanic Cable, a Nazi hunter is murdered after uncovering a shocking conspiracy to plant Hitler's daughter in the White House, and a press agent races to expose her identity before Election Day. Patrick Cassidy stars in Hitler's Daughter, a USA World Premiere movie, Sunday night at 7 on USA, Oceanic Cable, Channel 12.
Well, the Waipahu lead has been cut in half as the Rams have taken advantage of a turnover, a fumble by Lauti caused by a big hit when he was back to pass, and they have taken advantage. A long pass to Marvin Hall, setting up a 1-yard plunge by Cunningham, and they are right back. One big play out of this game, 14-7.
We'll say it again, the way you play, your defense plays the first 5 minutes out of this 3rd quarter really helps a lot. And you can see that hit that Fisher put on Lauti that caused the fumble.
And a squib kick, and this could be trouble, and Waipahu falls on it, and it was covered by Aaron Menezes. He is a backup split end, and so he's got the good hands. And you take a look at the scoring drive here.
5 plays, 26 yards, elapsed time 2 minutes 55 seconds, 1 yard run by Cunningham. That's after the fumble on the 26-yard line.
And so here are the Marauders, 10:20 to play in this game. And they'd like a nice sustained drive here to work some of that time off the clock. Flag goes down at the start of the play. The draw to Cooper, and he's buried by Nathan Sullivan. And Sullivan has had a big second half, Coach.
Yes, he's really come alive in the second half.
An illegal shift will be called. There was a loss on the play, so they'll probably decline the penalty. It was a loss of 5 on the handoff. And Sam Delos Reyes has got to be a little bit concerned at this point.
What Ron Velasco did is not trying to chase away flies. He's telling them to decline the penalty.
We have illegal shift on the offense. The penalty is refused. Second down.
Glad you could be with us here tonight for this Waipahu Radford clash, an OIA West shootout. I'm Larry Beal along with Larry Price and Skip Aquina down on the sidelines. 2nd and 14 for Waipahu as John Kamaka goes in motion. They fake the counter and Lauti is dragged down and he is in deep trouble and dropped again.
Boy, they're jacked.
And they are
Bill Cunningham all over him.
All over Lauti. Now down to Skip.
Larry.
Take it away, Skip.
Larry, as we mentioned earlier, if Radford could hold Waipahu to under 2 touchdowns, they'd be in this ballgame. There's definitely been a momentum and emotional change here on the Radford sideline. No question about it. They're in the football game.
And it's so loud down there that Skip can't even hear us. Of course, he's about 3 feet away from the band. And this is Lauti in trouble again and down for the 3rd consecutive time as the Rams, with Robert Fisher in there, number 54, headbutting James Sunday, number 55. 3 consecutive losses by the Rams defense. First they got Cooper and then 2 sacks on Lauti. And I'll tell you, the Rams have come alive.
Tremendous effort by Robert Fisher there. He's playing a tremendous second half. Yes, you got to be excited. No great deed accomplished without enthusiasm. I don't know what they told him in the locker room, but it worked. Maybe let him sniff some gunpowder.
And here is Kamaka with the punt, an end-over-end kick. Floyd takes it on the run and drops it, and he is stuck at midfield.
Good field position. A 28-yard punt. Good catch. They have the ball in Waipahu territory.
Nice tackle by 83, Siafono. Sui Va'aya.
Sui Va'aya is playing a great game for Waipahu.
8:17 and counting left in this football game. And Radford, with great field position, has the ball at the 48. As you tell us about the
Tuning
Hitler
in
family.
Sunday you got to watch this Sunday. Latest USA original movie. Kay Lynch, Patrick Kennedy starring his fine, chilling story of intrigue. October Hitler's daughter Sunday at 7.
1st and 10. Gonzalez in deep trouble, throws it up. This is a jump ball and incomplete and maybe interference. At the 20-yard line, it was intended for Marvin Hall. Leroy Diaz, the 5'3" defender, was there, and he got some help on the play by Falanico Vitale.
This is jump ball here. Hey.
Well, we got to take a look at the penalty and see what that is.
It's really difficult to throw the ball going Mauka the way they're going now because the way the wind is blowing.
Well, the infraction is against Radford.
The pass interference on the offense. Lost around. Second down.
Wow.
That's costly. 8th penalty now for 76 yards.
Boy, it appeared that Hall just went straight up when he was going for the ball.
Maybe they tangled belt buckles or something. The 3rd offense is at work. The penalties.
And they're still going here.
What's going on now?
And there may have been a penalty against Coach Velasco tacked on as well for protesting the call.
Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, charge against the bench, second down.
Well, somebody, it may not have been Coach Velasco, it could have been anybody on the sideline there, but that is essentially 30 yards of lost territory, which is devastating when you're talking about trying to get the game-tying touchdown. Second down and 40 from the 22-yard line. Gonzalez has really got his work cut out for him here. 7:45 to play. Slant pattern. This is Cloyce. Cloyce trying to break away, and he's got a lot of white shirts around him at the 35-yard line. Tackled by Lance Gaspar for a pickup of 12. Also there, Dave Natividad.
Radford has obviously decided that they can throw the ball. You can see here, just rifles it out here. Really a good throw. Excellent throw.
Vitale missed, and then everybody jumping on top as the pursuit catches up. Good look at the quarterback, Joey Gonzalez, the senior from Radford. 3rd and 27 as he drops back the pass and flips it out to Cunningham. Cunningham, one-on-one, breaks away from one man and gets out past the 45-yard line.
Momentum has really shifted to Radford here.
Gaspar was in on the stop. Another pickup of 13 yards, but still they're looking at 4th down and long yardage to go. 4th and about 13. And those penalties, boy, particularly the 15-yarder for unsportsmanlike conduct really hurts a lot.
Joey just rifled that ball out there. Cunningham, good job. Big back.
He is a Division I prospect.
No question about that.
Had 2 TDs last week against Nanakuli.
91 yards in penalties for Radford. Only 30 for the Marauders.
4th and 14, Gonzalez will punt. And this is Benjamin who's running away from the ball and will let it bounce and roll and roll and roll. And wow. Inside the 5-yard line. And this is the way we started this game with Gonzalez, a great punt to the 1. And so Waipahu will take the ball over in dangerous, dangerous territory, a 43-yard punt, and their lead is 7.
Space. Need more storage space? M. Dyer & Sons has down-to-earth solutions to your storage problems. M. Dyer & Sons is the largest storage facility in the islands. All furniture and belongings are containerized for protection and security. At M. Dyer & Sons, you can store it yourself or let us do the work. Compare costs. Then call M. Dyer & Sons Moving and Storage. We'll make a world of difference by providing the space you need. M. Dyer & Sons.
Consumer Tire is your automotive center for so much more than just tires. Our specialists are on the go to keep your vehicle on the go. Quality servicing, complete, and with the latest technology. The center of it all for your automotive needs. Consumer Tire Auto Center.
We're back, and you see the time remaining. Under 6 minutes left in this football game. Waipahu and Radford separated by 7 points. Waipahu with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 5. Lauti pitches into the end zone for Cooper, who is upended at the 7-yard line. Nice tackle on the play by Tony Molina.
One of the first times they've done that.
And a flag is down again.
This could be a real costly penalty for either side. Clipping, oh boy. Now you got a tense situation. Here's when the immovable force that we talked about in the beginning of the telecast might be able to create another touchdown. Skip, what do you see down there?
Well, Larry, getting back to those 2 penalties that Radford had that broke their momentum there. One was offensive pass interference. The other one was a coach said something that the referee didn't like, and that's why they were hit with that penalty there.
Not to put you on the spot, Skip, but I don't know if you saw the offensive interference. Was it clear down on the sidelines?
I'll tell you, I'd like to see it again. Let's put it that way.
All right, diplomatic way of saying, well, Radford got hit with a very tough one there. Now they're trying to make up for it defensively. The inside handoff, and that goes absolutely nowhere as Kamaka is smothered at the 3-yard line. on 1st down and 11.
Robert Cole in there to make the defense. I tell you, Radford's defense has really got excited. Watch number 86 here stop the entire play there and make the tackle.
Great job by Cole, who was the key man last week, had 7 tackles and blocked a punt as Radford defeated Nanakuli 21-0.
Talk about sacrificing your body to stop a play. Good job, Robert Cole.
2nd and 12 for Waipahu. Kamaka in motion, leaves her screen. And there's the give to Cooper, tripped up in the backfield. And another nice play. And that was Robert Fisher again, getting a hand on the ball carrier.
Could be the defensive player of the year this time, this week. For a limited time, when you order Honolulu Magazine, you get a monthly cable guide. Plus, this year's restaurant guide with your subscription. Call Oceanic Cable to order. Okay, Ronald Cole. Is it Ronald or Robert? I'm sorry. Ronald Cole. Real good-looking young man playing a heck of a defensive game in the second half.
3rd and a long 11 as we hit the 4-minute mark, and Lauti will throw from his end zone. He is in trouble, and he's got to dance away and escape, and he's going to be dragged down at the 4-yard line. Rodney Gray ran him down, and Lauti, very, very dangerous territory for him there, back in his own end zone. That could have been a safety, and that really would have given Radford a huge boost.
Again, Ronald Cole pushes him real deep here, makes him run for his life, and watch Fisher close the distance here. Ronald Gray hanging on, and here comes Fisher just to make sure. Always around the ball.
And now they've got a punt on 4th down. This is Kamaka who gets it out, but a very short kick, end over end. Boyce takes it at the 34, trying to get around the right side and dragged down by a man who's been everywhere on special teams tonight, Coach Price's favorite player, Siafono Sui Ba'aya on the stop.
Sui Ba'aya, I tell you, you are some kind of football player. Hey, if you love movies and you still haven't tried pay-per-view on Oceanic Cable, you've been missing out on the most convenient way to watch recent hits at home. Check out midweek's TV showcase for a complete listing and details on how to order.
Well said. I could not have said that any better myself. Well, here's the game. 3 minutes left. Oh, a nice catch at the 28-yard line. Reception by Marvin Hall. This guy started the year as the quarterback for Radford, has now moved to wide receiver as Gonzalez has taken over as the signal caller, and that was a pickup of 8.
Bernard Kamaka made a nice tackle there. Real difficult throw to defend against. If you watch this, Joy just throws it right down here on the ground. Kamaka makes a good hit. I'm sorry, that's not Kamaka, that's Falanico Vitale.
Time about to become a factor as we are running down to the 2:15 mark in this game, and Waipahu leading 14-7. The Rams of Radford trying to drive for the game-tying score. Throwing the out pattern, that's complete to Ryan Cunningham, who gets out of bounds and stops the clock at 2:02.
Falanico Vitale again in on a tackle. How the worm turns. Watch this. All of a sudden, Radford is becoming a passing attack. Joy Gonzalez just throws it right out there. Hall, it seems to be everywhere. Waipahu, last possessions in the second half. 4 plays punt, 4 plays interception, 2 plays fumble, 4 plays punt, 3 plays punt. Sound like it caught the Radford disease.
The tables have turned. That was a 1st down reception. Ball on the 22 now. Throwing again. Complete. And a nice catch made by Marvin Hall. He stayed in bounds. So the clock will continue to run here.
Falanico Vitale right there to do the job.
Only a gain of about 1 or 2 yards.
Loosening him up for something. This is a definite setup. You can almost bet on it.
And that's the helmet in the back.
Oh, that is a minor
fumble on the snap. Disaster for Radford if they do not recover this ball. Waipahu football.
That might be it. Watch it. What happened here? He never got the ball. Never got the ball, and well, Waipahu wanted it more.
James Sunday, the center, on the exchange.
Guess who recovered the fumble?
With Gonzalez. Was it Siafono? Sui Va'aya.
Our boy Sui Va'aya could be the defensive player of the week. Hey, Kei Fuku Radiator is keeping your radiator cool all year long, celebrating their 50th anniversary. Visit either of their locations in Kahie or Waipahu. Kei Fuku Radiator.
1:19 to play, and a huge turnover for the Radford Rams. They had the ball inside the 25-yard line, going for the game-tying score, and perhaps if they'd scored the touchdown, they could have gone for 2 for the victory, and a fumbled exchange, a bad snap, and they really need a miracle at this point with 1:19 left to play, and they're down by a touchdown.
Well, you know, we said we were going to have a classic struggle between the irresistible force and the immovable object, and that's what it turned out to be. Unfortunately for Radford, way too many penalties, costly mistakes at the wrong time. They should be not even in the football game if their defense hadn't played as well as we predicted in the beginning of the game. But they made the great adjustment at halftime, and who knows, the game is not over yet. I wouldn't say it's over yet. 1:19 is a lot of time.
Sam Delos Reyes has eluded a huge bullet. They dodged a big one right there, and he'd like to get this team into the playoffs this year, as he did with Nanakuli back in 1983. And Lauti on the sneak will try to run the clock down as we get to 1:14 left in this game and a timeout taken by the Rams.
You see 1:14 on the clock there. We start the cat and mouse strategy between the two coaches. Over there on the Waipahu side, you see Del Reyes with Bobo Claveria, who was one of the University of Hawaii's great offensive linemen in the 60s. They both got a plan. They huddle up on each side, and the people in the stands are jacked. We got a good crowd here. You ought to come out and watch this. Look at them there. Just look at those. My goodness.
Sam Delos Reyes at this point telling his guys, hey, secure the football because we don't want to turn it over down here ourselves. Waipahu clinging to a 14-7 lead. You know, Skip Akina said last week or 2 weeks ago that he thought this Waipahu team would upset Waianae and win the West this year. Your thoughts?
I agree with Skip. I think this is one of the finest football teams I've seen in the OIA in the last 5 years. I think these guys are going to give Waianae all they want in the way of competition. It's going to be a great game.
And we've got Waianae in our next telecast here on Oceanic against Mililani, another team that's 3-0 in the West. That'll be October the 26th here on Oceanic. 2nd and 6 for Waipahu, and whistles blow to stop play. And now they'll blow again to start play as Kamaka comes in motion. The draw to Cooper, tripped up again. And the clock continues to roll. And another timeout is taken by the Rams at the 1:02 mark. And I'm not sure, I believe that is their last timeout. So it'll be 3rd and 5, and they can no longer stop the clock. As we take a look at some of the people responsible for this broadcast. 1:02 to play. Waipahu, if they snap the ball again, could run another 30 seconds off the clock at least.
Got to say that Cooper for Waipahu had 14 carries for 97 yards, a 6.93 average per carry, which is really good. Well, it all comes down to this play here. Just imagine, a quarterback sneak is 1 second if it goes nowhere, like a dive. A triple reverse would take 9 seconds. An end sweep would take 6 to 8 seconds. What would you do?
Well, I would just run something safe. The real key is that Radford does not have any timeouts left. They just don't want a turnover here. Waipahu must secure the football. Lauti will keep. Directing traffic, and Gray slams him down to the turf. And Lauti